So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back today with some PES 2019 news. For those that don't know, yesterday, which was Wednesday, Konami came out with some licensing talk, alright? And it was pretty big, I have to say myself. I'm excited for it. You know, I'm not going to bash it. I'm not going to say, what are they doing? These are crappy leagues, etc. I think it's a step in the right direction. If you're going to lose the Champions League license, well, you know what? You're going to have to get other licenses from different sources. And that's what they've done. So if you head over to now the Konami site itself, you scroll down a little bit, you can see they've now got this authentic leagues section right here, displaying the Russian Premier League, the Superliga in Argentina, the Danish, the Portuguese, the Swiss, the Scottish, and the Belgium league. So yeah, all those leagues, and that's a lot of them, 7 of them coming to PES 2019. So if we read the sort of the left-hand side there, we've got an abundance of new partnerships and stadiums, a new global licensing itself, which will obviously add these leagues. With the Russian league exclusive to PES. So there's a big one. You know, FIFA don't have that league. It's exclusive to PES. I actually always thought FIFA had the Russian league. Maybe they've lost it. I don't know. PES 2019 will also include lots of stadiums from launch, including the Camp Nou, which is really new. Obviously, it's been there a while. Palmeiras' Alliance Park as well, which is exclusive. And additional new partner clubs and stadiums will be added after launch, which you sort of saw last year with the Emirates and Dortmund Stadium being added as well. So I think it's a big plus. You know, you've got 7 fully licensed is what they're saying. Because if you head over here right now and see what they tweeted, they said, we're delighted to reveal 7 new authentic leagues. It does state fully licensed with all being capitalized right there, the teams. So you know, I'm getting from that, it's not going to be like La Liga, where Real Madrid aren't licensed, but Barcelona are, and Atletico Madrid are, but Valencia aren't. I'm not getting that. You know, I'm getting fully licensed with all the teams, means they should have all the correct kits and the badges. Now, if they're not partners, then they won't probably have the 3D scanning technology. I wouldn't expect Konami to go and 3D scan all these players from the teams. That's a lot of work. But we'll wait, you know, we'll wait and see. I mean, there's all speculation on what is exactly what, but I would say at a minimum, you know, you've got the badges and you've got the kits, which is a big time saver for ourselves at PES Universe, because we can focus on, you know, getting out the best quality Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, you know, all the other teams that aren't necessarily licensed, sorted for you guys come launch. Another thing also was 2 more will be announced at a later date. So that's another plus. I don't know which leagues they're going to be. What I'm getting from that is they've probably maybe secured a couple of leagues, but they're not 100% officially done deals, so we're going to have to wait and see. E3 could be a fantastic time for them to do that. So, you know, give it a bit of time and we'll have, 9 possibly new leagues to play in, which is, you know, it's massive. For me, look, this is why it's massive, and I'm going to say it's huge, because Master League, right? You're going to have more teams, more players to choose from. There's going to be a deeper roster. You could probably find some pretty good young prospects. It just, you know, it all adds up to more slots for kits, more teams, more players, more individual stats and everything else. FIFA have a lot of leagues, a lot of pointless leagues, if I'm being honest, but no one ever complained. So don't complain that Konami are at least getting the licenses there and the teams. Now, if you head over to this page, which is the Authentic Leagues page itself, they've got a couple of images here, so you can sort of click on those and have a look, just sort of showing the leagues. But if you go to the Danish, the Portuguese, the Swiss, and the Scottish, you can see they've all got trophies next to them. I don't know why the other 3 don't. I mean, maybe they don't have the official trophies, but I don't know. It's kind of weird why only 4 out of the 7 have that. I think, honestly, this is one of the big ones here, the Scottish League. I think a lot of people will be excited for that, because there's a lot of Scottish fans out there that want to play with Celtic and Rangers, etc. And now they're going to officially be in the game. You have to worry about people creating them and actually having to put them in yourself. So there it is. That's the news. 7 new leagues with 2 more to come. Excited to see which ones they are. Which ones are you excited about the most? Let me know in the comments. Are you excited? Do you think it's a good move? I personally think it's a fantastic move, and why not? You lose the Champions League license, at least get in there and get something back, and it looks like Konami have certainly done that. One thing I also want to talk about is sort of FIFA 19 and the Champions League leak that came out from an unlikely source. As we know, Konami lost it. The announcement led to speculation that EA Sports had nabbed it, which is obviously due out later this year. Well, according to a Dutch commentator, EA Sports have done exactly that. So this is what this guy said. He said, for about 6 or 7 days a year, I record updated lines for the game in the studio in Utrecht with Yuri Mulder, another commentator. In 2019 as well, the game will be even better because they've added the Champions League and Europa League. I'm almost finished with the 2019 version, which will then go to the test center. In the test center, some very good players will check everything, and after that, it will go to the stores in October, and then all those weirdos will be standing in line again at midnight. So there we go. He's basically saying, look, he's already done some commentary for the Champions League and everything else. And there's a bit of confirmation. Probably wasn't meant to say that, but I think most people thought that FIFA had nabbed it, grabbed it, taken it, stolen it, signed it, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we'll find out. I reckon E3 will be a great time for them in June, for them to unveil some stuff about FIFA and what licenses they have. I mean, they have a lot of them. They keep enhancing them. You know, it's nice to have the Premier League of all the stadiums and the same thing with the Spanish League and etc. And I mean, I think the Champions League, they have a standalone mode, FIFA 19 for the Champions League. It could attract, a different audience. But at the end of the day, look, if you're a PES fan, you're a PES fan. If you're a FIFA fan, then you're a FIFA fan. But it's always nice to have two good football games out there. Anyway, that is all for today. There is the news. New leagues, which means new players, new teams, new kits. A lot of good, positive stuff to come from it. Now we just need to wait and see some gameplay. But until next time, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe for more, of course. And take care.